Hi everyone, I'm Scott from Sharky's Flow and Greenhouse, and today we're not in Crivets at our greenhouses. We're actually at one of our customers in Antigo, Wisconsin, and this is Frank and Gina's house, and they make the trip all the way over to Crivets every year to come get flowers. So we thought that we would stop on by and take a shot of their flowers, and they're doing things correctly. And Gina had messaged me, and she said, "Hey Scott, you know it's fall time. What do we do when our flowers are still looking good, but it's getting really cold?" So that's one of the questions that we're going to deal with and address today. So I want to take this in two different parts of what to do. So they have 3 of these great big hanging baskets, and they're still looking good, but our temperatures are starting to go down. So what I like to tell people is you really need to be careful with watering, because here especially in northern Wisconsin, our nights are getting cold. So we've been getting at nighttime 50s down into the 40s, and now even this week we're talking into the middle 30s. And the petunias can handle the cold, but we have to be careful with watering because we don't want that soil being cold and wet all night long. So my suggestion is watch your watering. They're not going to take as much water because the days are shorter. The sunlight is not as intense. You know, it's not burning up that moisture. So you have to be a little bit more careful with the watering. So we're still watering in the morning, but we're going to be careful of not to overwater, so that chance of sitting cold and wet all night long is there, and we don't want those roots to rot because they're still looking really good. And the second point that I want to mention is fertilizing. So with the Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer, it takes a little bit more once we start going into the fall, into the colder season, because this plant just doesn't react as nice. And you can see, you know, it doesn't have as much sunlight on it, and our nights are shorter, so it doesn't have that growing time. So what we do is we are jumping from fertilizing once a week, you know, that fertilizer Friday, and we go to maybe like a Monday or Tuesday and Friday. So we are fertilizing twice a week, and it just gives that plant a little bit more boost and make sure that there's the nutrients that the plant is getting, because it's just slower to react. So, you know, just to answer that question of how to go into the fall and how far can we go, petunias can take down to about 26 degrees. So that, for us, up in the northern part of Wisconsin, that takes us into October, maybe even November, that the petunias can still be going strong. So why not keep them going nicely? So fertilizing maybe twice a week once we start into those colder months, and watch your watering. So hope that helps. Hope those tips that you can take and keep your flowers going a little bit longer in the fall.